But we'll see how OBS behaves today. All right. So as a little bit of a recap, oh, I see Aiden is in Foundry but not in Discord yet. So you guys have undertaken a job for these folks at a hospital to clear out some sewers, and they were planning to use the sewers to bring in their supplies to avoid raider entanglements. They paid you fairly substantially. They offered you 500 caps with half of that up front to clear out the sewers. In the sewers, you found some children of Adam who had set up shop here after being driven out of various other locations. And while the offer was made for them to go to Bleaksford, they're not interested in cohabitating with super mutants. You can't really blame them. But they had mentioned that they'd set up shop originally in an abandoned super duper mart on the outskirts of Oroville Junction before they were driven out of there by raiders who had moved in to set up their chem lab. And they would be quite happy to move back there if those raiders were dealt with. There's also an offer to perhaps negotiate between the Children of Adam and the hospital folks. So a couple of options. You have successfully cleared the sewers, but you decided, like, well, since the Super Duper Mart is right around the corner here, why don't we check it out? Which brings us to our current situation. As you guys have basically scouted out the Super Duper Mart, it is fortified. There are barricades set up, and there are guards posted with like long range hunting rifles. You've seen the boss, who seems to be wielding a modified flamer. There's a guy on the roof with a missile launcher. You haven't been spotted yet, but you've seen that there are 5 guys on guard. And at least another 5 plus the leader inside, because there was one complete shift change while you were keeping eyes on this place. But that is where we will pick up, as you guys are kind of getting eyes on the place and trying to determine what, if anything, you would like to do.
Well, I don't have a gun. I mean, I do, but Rebecca doesn't use it.
I'm almost the same here, so. Yeah.
So Rebecca will look at Arkham.
Arkham looks around, notices that our gunner Boise is missing, and says,
For this, I can roll for Boise, so we'll assume that he is still with you guys in case you need him.
"Well, yeah, because if we were going to assault the Super Duper Mart, like, I was hoping he'd be around for that, because that's a really good gunfight scenario, right? Why don't we return to the hospital now that we know exactly where it is? Report back, collect our caps, negotiate the treaty between the Children of Adam and the hospital, and then see if we can't get some upgrades done, and then return to take care of this problem. We might be able to score some explosives or something back in town. It's been a couple of weeks since we visited the trader there. What do you say?
Sorry, I was focused on the guy up there with the gun. What? Go elsewhere? Don't get shot? That all sounds like a fine plan.
Yeah, pretty much it. For now, we need to, since we have assessed the situation and they've got quite a bit of firepower, we should, for the time being, fall back, see if we can't pick up some more equipment, maybe some more stim packs. If we're going to do this, I'd like to have more than one stim pack in my pocket.
It'd be nice. Maybe some better armor. Or grenades, or whatever it is you guys use when you're trying to do things from farther away.
Yeah, I could use some Molotov cocktail and stuff like that.
Yeah, could definitely use some explosives.
Or
Realize
mole
I have
rats.
a whole bunch of points in explosives.
Mole rat distractions might be nice too. If we can talk them into it. Or if you can talk them into it. I'm not talking them into anything,
You
I'm sure.
know, maybe we could have a little help from that albino Deathclaw. I pull up my map and take a look at it. Oh, I never said we were going to ask its permission. I was going to get Boise
Oh,
to shoot it from a distance, and we just keep running until we get here. Occasionally shooting it just to keep it pissed off enough to chase us.
and then what? And then we're pinned between a Deathclaw and the Raiders. That does not sound better. How is that better?
Well, see, there's these things called vehicles. Maybe we can use one of them to get out of here.
If we had one, maybe, but we don't. We would need to find one first.
Motion around and kind of shrug at the dozens of ruined vehicles everywhere. I'm sure there's a building with one somewhere.
I fix people, not cars.
Yeah, but that's the professor's job.
Mm-hmm.
That's not your job. That's the professor's job.
I mean,
Fixing cars.
I can't build a car if we have a skeleton. Where is it? I thought I had like a jury rigging perk, but I guess not. Okay. If we have an engine, first off, I guess hi, but also, what are we doing? We're looking for a vehicle?
He thinks that
We could fall back to the hospital for now to make some deals, collect our pay for the job done. I understand that Chris said he'd NPC Boise, but like B should be here if we're going to assault that big badass base. I'm going to be perfectly honest. The player should be here. He would have so much fun with this.
Well,
for sure.
Boise appears to have a case of awful stomach rot. So with that, what is our plan?
I'm pretty sure I can get in there without getting dead first. So
Yeah, So we need to gather up some Molotov cocktails and maybe a better long distance weapon of some kind.
Yeah, some kind of distraction would be
And
cool too. I don't know.
yes, another couple of stim packs, maybe some better armor.
Well, hey,
I mean,
hate to be the player to remind you, but we do have a fat man in our inventory.
do we?
And
Oh
yes, we do.
God.
We just need to go buy a mini nuke.
Okay.
Or we could turn a fusion core into a bomb, as Chris stated before.
Can certainly try.
I'll let our professor do that. I shoot guns. I don't make them. So I think the group is pretty much agreed that holding off for the moment on the super duper mark is in our best interest. We'll turn and head back towards the hospital for now.
Mark the location on your map and head back.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, getting back to the hospital is not an issue. You guys could even go back through the sewers if you wanted to. Now that you know that they're safe.
Yeah, that would be pretty good for us, actually.
Perfect.
And the Children of the Atom said that they were offering protection of the sewers in exchange for living there.
Yeah, they're more than willing to kind of keep an eye on the shipments as they come through and make sure that like none of the sewer denizens interfere.
That'll be good. It sounds like we've got a pretty good idea to pitch towards the hospital.
So you guys are using the sewers to get back?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Yeah, you guys can make your way easily. Double checking, making sure that the path is in fact clear, that you didn't overlook anything, that you didn't miss anything, or that there's not, creatures that like patrol the sewers, in as much as any sort of animalistic creature can patrol. But just making sure you didn't overlook anything, and that the way is in fact safe. And before too long, you get to the area where the Children of Adam have set up. They're still here. They're basically just kind of going about their business. It does look like two of them in like one of the little rooms have cobbled together these like very small robots, and they're essentially doing like a version of Robot Wars. They're obviously not they're not autonomous robots. They are like remotely controlled, but they're having like little like battle bots in this kind of cleared out sewer arena type area.
I'll greet them as we go by. Let them know that we're heading back to the hospital right now. Because we made friends with them last time after murdering half of them.
You did. They felt bad about what had happened, but they understood the idea that sometimes you do in fact need to shoot first for safety. So they understood. They didn't hold it against you. But after a couple of hours, you guys do make it back to the hospital, back to the basement of the hospital. The the doctors and the nurses. I mean, somebody is kind of keeping watch for when you come back, and then they kind of get the Dr. Terrence. It's like, oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. How did you make out? You've been gone for quite a while. I hope there was nothing too dangerous.
Um, so we found this is the hospital asking us. So we found
Yeah.
what, the super duper mart full of bandits?
Raiders of some type. Sorry, it's Dr. Leach that needs you.
Super
Yeah,
duper
we
mart.
made out well. There were some raiders not too far off that we're going to be going and taking care of that could be a potential threat. They may be the source of the raiders in the area that have been targeting your convoy. Um, from there, the sewers have some denizens that would like to negotiate a deal between you and them for them to stay. We
What sort of... Who would live in a sewer? Super mutants?
Children of Adam.
Oh. They seemed...
Okay people, actually.
Okay.
Not the usual, let's cuddle around a bomb type folk. They were using, well, I suppose you wouldn't know what they were. Anyway, they were using specialized lights as opposed to a nuclear bomb
Well, that's
to kind
better.
of get their glow on. Yeah, I mean, way back when, back before the bombs fell, the people used to expose themselves to those lights all the time on purpose. So,
On purpose, you say? That seems
yeah,
unsafe.
it was. It was. It wasn't the smartest thing people ever did. Of course, neither was dropping bombs, but
And you think these... You don't think these folks would be a problem with us moving things through the sewers?
didn't seem to be. Like they seemed a little more concerned that people might get upset with them than anything else.
Oh.
I mean, they're gonna try to find a better spot.
Okay. Yeah, if they're not going to interfere with the shipments, then this sounds like it'll work. There was no death clause or anything lurking in the sewers.
Not this time.
Okay, that's true. It's not to say something couldn't move in.
So, they did state that if they were able to make a deal with you, they would stay down there and use their radiation lamps to help keep the other critters away from the tunnels. And if you just let them know the schedule, they'll be able to shut the lamps off for you to let your men through. Now, this is an exchange for them being able to stay there.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can always at our next budgetary meeting too. I can actually put in a requisition to see if we can't budget for some extra supplies and stuff that we can share with them.
That would work out pretty well for all parties involved. You'd have some security down there, and they'd have some buffer from getting driven off every 5 minutes or shot at by zealous gunslingers.
Yeah, that's Interesting. Yeah, we can definitely come to a temporary arrangement at the very least, and then at our next quarterly meeting, I'll talk to the rest of the board, and we'll see if we can't find a way to include them on a payroll of sorts. I mean, not necessarily caps, but I'm sure they probably have need of food and medicine.
Most likely.
Food for
So I'll take that back to them. How long until that next meeting?
A couple of months.
Is there a way to speed that up a bit quicker?
I could try to call an emergency meeting, but even that would take weeks.
No, that's still better than months.
Yeah. I mean, any resolutions we pass at an emergency meeting would only be until the next full meeting, but it'd be something.
We would get things going anyways, and at least get a temporary measure in place until that meeting to see if this arrangement will work out for both of you.
Excellent. I'm glad we hired you. Most I mean, let's be honest, most mercenaries would just do the job that they were hired for and collect the caps and be on their way. This is really like above and beyond.
Well, we figured it's a better solution than just temporary clearing it out and letting other things just come back in the future, right?
Definitely.
My companions here have all agreed that this was the best course of action for all parties involved.
Well, here, and he'll like basically reach into his desk and pull out the remainder of the caps that he owes you. It's like, I wish I could offer more, but unfortunately, well, as I explained previously, resources are kind of tied up at the moment.
We understand that. Now, for the matter of us going to deal with that super duper Martin and all the raiders there, while we aren't going to ask for any extra special pay for this, we're as well interested. We could use perhaps a little medical backup on this situation. A few extra stim packs if your stocks can spare them. Maybe some rat away. Maybe what the heck's the Reuter Age one that we want our melee fighter to have? Jet fuel.
no.
Have you not seen him on jet fuel?
I prefer not to.
Those
Most of those
raiders-
drugs go really bad, really fast. Like it. Just say no. Not even once. It's a bad idea. A lot of them are being manufactured by raiders, and they're not exactly the smartest people.
She says to the guy that smokes and drinks coffee whenever we have it. Coca-Cola. Hey.
Oh yeah, but that's just not manufactured by raiders.
Yeah, it's not any better though. Don't get me wrong here. But in a heavier situation like that, maybe a little extra firepower on our side. Oh, how about syringer ammunition? I know the professor here had a real thing for that syringer, and he seemed excellent shot. Perhaps syringing that missile launcher up on the roof to go nuts and fire on his friends might play out in our favor.
Unfortunately, ammunition is not. I mean, we've got a couple of security guards and they've got ammunition for their guns, but beyond that, not something we carry. We tend to trade that away for medical stuff. But we can definitely get you a couple of stim packs anyway. And so somebody can roll me a number of challenge dice equal to their charisma. Sorry, their luck. My bad, luck.
What are we rolling?
D6 is equal to your luck. One person can roll.
I've only got 4 luck, so someone else will want to take that.
I have 6.
I have 4.
Anybody else got?
So. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I've got 5.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. D6.
Basically, the way rarity works, like everything has a rarity rating from 0 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
When you're looking for something in particular, this roll, every effect is basically 1 rarity worth of stuff. So they might have things up to rarity 2.
Ooh.
Probably not in any great numbers, and obviously only things of like a medical nature.
I'll let our doc figure that out. What exact supplies she wouldn't mind asking for. Stim packs is definitely a really helpful thing.
So yeah, so they'll give you 2 stim packs. They do have some more that they're willing to sell you.
How much for a stim pack?
50 caps.
That's not bad. Can I negotiate it? Can I try and negotiate it lower? Because I'm
Yeah, the way haggling works is once you've decided everything that you're buying and selling, then you make the roll. You don't make a roll for each thing. It's you bundle everything together and then you make the roll.
Yeah. Arkham's got a pretty good. Come on, open up a character.
So yeah, so they do have some Radaway that they can sell. They do have some Radex that they can sell. They do have some Stimpaks that they can sell. They do have some Mentats.
Do you guys want to buy a pack of Mentats and 2 stim packs and save the rest for when we get back to town?
Do we want to what?
Buy 2 stim packs and a pack of Mentats for you or the doc, and then save the rest of our 500 caps until we get back to town to go and see the vendor there that's got ammunition and explosives.
How many stim
After
packs?
bartering. I don't know how many the group has. I know I personally have 1. It's one of the 2 that my character joined you guys with. I gave the doc my other one a while back. As a direct injection right into her. Don't die on me now, doc! That was my fault. Sorry. I convinced you to do something stupid.
Okay, now it's fine. I'm just trying to bring up the loot list.
I think we only have like 2 stim packs, 1 super stim
we don't have
pack,
much.
and 2 of the diluted stim packs, and 1 diffuser. And then whatever you guys have personally on your character feeds.
One diluted. It says here there's 2 stim packs. Sorry, 1 diluted Radaway. 2 diluted stim packs. One. We have 3 super stim packs. I don't remember us getting 3, but we do have a diffuser.
And then they just gave you 2 stim packs.
Okay. I assume no one's put those on the list yet.
No, I'm cooking hamburgers right now.
I've got. And Arkham has how many on them?
He owns 1. That was I bought that when I was building the character. I actually
Okay.
bought 2, but
And
I
that's-
used the second one on you.
Okay.
So yeah, I have 1 left on me, and then whatever the group had. I haven't. I've tried to not use the group's stim packs to save them for you, Doc.
Appreciate it. Okay. And you don't have, because there's a note here that says two diluted stim pack, and it has Arkham beside it. Do you have 2, or was that something that was noted and not deleted after?
It was something that I just noted the one day, but didn't take off of the loot list because I never added it to my character sheet.
Okay.
So yeah, if my name's beside them, just erase them.
Yep.
You guys have them back in the pile. Same with any other medical item that I may have grabbed out of there.
There was 2 right away that you had, but we've put everything into my med kit now. My special pretty backpack.
You mean the backpack that's overflowing? Hey,
Yeah, it's
you guys
full of drugs.
credits? Do you guys accept Brotherhood credits?
No.
Oh, God.
No, the only place
That's
you'd be able to use those is at a Brotherhood base.
I'm sure we'll find someone at some point who'll be willing to trade. Somebody will want to talk to the Brotherhood.
Not here, unfortunately. We
Me neither.
yeah. They're kind of jackasses, really.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some debate as to whether they're better or worse than the NCR. I say they're better, but Dr. Terrence says that they're worse.
They're kind of half and half. Well, it's been a while.
I don't think any of them are particularly good, so.
No, not really.
Yeah, well, we don't have to worry about dealing with the Brotherhood right now. Let's, since we're wrapped up here, thank you, Doctor. I referenced the NPC. We'll go and let the Children of Adam know. Do you want us to finish any other negotiating, running back and forth we have to do after we let them know that you'll agree
No, just
to letting them stay temporarily?
Just tell them to come on in, and we'll hash out the details.
Sounds good. All right. So yeah, I guess we pop back down to the sewer real quick after we buy this stuff, and then we'll head back to town because we wanted to go and get some ammunition, see if they got a restock on the ammunition, buy some explosives, spend some money on armor, maybe get a better gun for somebody. I don't know who needs a better gun right now. Mini nukes, that's it. Mini nukes. We need mini nukes for the Batman. Did you figure out what we're buying?
And we're probably
actually
just
pretty good for chems.
Yeah, that's why I said buy 2 stim packs since we're here and they're on a deal.
I mean, yeah, we might as well. It's not like they'll go bad.
Yeah. Hey, doctor, can I get a quick radiation treatment since we're here?
Yeah, we can do that for you. Normally there's a charge for the services, but given the favor that you've done for us, we'll do that for you one time.
Well, here, doc. I don't want to waste your time or take away from the greater good here. At least let me give you a little bit. And I have no idea what the cost for this service is, so I'll give them 20 caps for it. I can never remember how much it would cost. I think it was one of the cheaper services. But that was in the video game, not in this.
What's happening? What?
Oh, I'm getting a quick radiation treatment since we're here to clear up my radiation sickness.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not too far off of growing another limb right now.
So yeah, it's a normally if you had to pay for it, it would be 100 caps.
Oh, then I'll give him 50.
Okay. So yeah, so it's basically like getting a dose of Radaway, so we'll heal 4 rads.
Awesome. And then since we're buying two stim packs, regular stim packs, can you take take 50 off for my treatment for the radiation? And then a barter?
Yes.
All right. And the roll. I can re-roll a fuck up if I have to, but I got 2 successes, so
So yeah, so you guys are buying two stim packs?
Yep.
my difficulty of buying and selling goods is reduced by 1 because I'm a Junktown jerky vendor.
All right.
I'm actually a vendor, so
Okay. So it gives you 2 momentum to their 0 momentum.
sweet.
Give me 1 sec here. It's been a long time since we did bartering, so I need to look this up.
It's really cool. I'm really excited for this because okay, those are good.
So you get for success you get 10%, and for every 2 action points you want to spend, it would be another. Basically, if you spend 2 AP, which you just generated, the price is a 20% reduction. So they'll sell you the 2 stim packs for 90. If you want to spend the 2 action points, they'll sell them to you for 80.
Yeah, sure. We'll spend the 2 AP that I just generated for that. I'm not even gonna get asked for permission.
Okay. So 80 caps for the 2 stim packs.
Anita, if you wouldn't mind taking that off the sheet, that would be awesome.
What?
And add 2 more stim packs to our total.
Yep. It was 80, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're down to 120. What did the doctor pay us?
Doctor paid you the remaining 250.
Oh, that has not been added here.
I haven't added the 500 on there yet. I
Oh.
walked away from my computer.
I will add the whole 500 then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 250 up front and 250 at the end.
250 he gave me ahead of time, but I get really bad ADHD sometimes and don't write shit down, even though I'm supposed to and make these lists and stuff, right?
We're at 620 caps.
Yeah, that sounds right. We had quite a few caps before, and I had a huge personal stack before as well, because I didn't spend like hardly any of my starting money. Okay, after the brief stop with the children of Adam in the sewers once again, provided there's no real problem, or anything, or need to roll anything?
Nope. I mean, they're there if you guys want to talk to them, but they're quite happy with this thing. They're like, it means they don't have to move for at least a couple of weeks. The kind of the head priest, brother Robert, is like, this is more kindness than we've seen in quite a while.
Well, our group has a bit of a soft spot for keeping people alive out here. No matter what kind of state they're in. Unless you're a raider. Then I don't think a single one of us has mercy for raiders, except for the doc here.
The Raiders aren't exactly the best people.
They're not people anymore. We determined this last game, remember?
No, I don't remember that discussion.
Can, what do we need to navigate back to town? Like, we got the map. We know exactly where we are. We've traveled this way already, so we've got a pretty good idea of where things are going.
So, navigation is going to be a perception and survival. Base difficulty is that. All these things that we haven't done in quite some time. Okay. So actually it is, the first of all is an intelligence plus survival.
I'd be rolling
Well,
12.
have we let somebody else with intelligence do this? I'm the dumbest character here.
What do you need done?
Intelligence plus survival. I'd be rolling a 12 and it's tagged.
I'm pretty sure I can read a map. I'm very good at map reading.
Ooh, wow. Nice.
It doesn't say west, guys, it says west. We're going that way.
So you kind of like get yourself situated. I mean, it's one thing to have a map, but you're also not entirely sure where you are to start from, and you don't have a compass to orient the map with, which makes a phenomenal difference when you're trying to read a map. But Smith kind of goes, okay, this way is west, and that's where the sun is. That's where the sun was earlier, and you kind of like that. That's what the intelligence and survival is to kind of orient the map so that you're actually headed north when you think you're headed north.
Am I able to... Oh, we don't have any point of reference for what north is. Can I try to actually, like, make us a compass, though? The old cork water, and I'm gonna hope that the Great War didn't mess up Earth's entire magnetic field with all that nuclear bombing.
Gonna hope for the best that
that north is north and south is south, yeah.
Yeah, it'll since I have the new scavenge list. Basically, it'll take you one uncommon and one common material to try to make a compass.
I don't
I
have
have a
anything.
map.
I don't
If that
have
helps anything. I literally
what?
have a map of the area.
Okay,
Yeah.
point to north, please. That's why we're making a compass.
Yeah, basically the map helps. The compass will help additionally, basically.
Do we actually have pieces of stuff on Janice? Because I do not have anything in my pockets.
For what?
Gonna make us a compass.
Oh. Uh, Janice is not carrying anything terribly useful for that.
Yeah.
You said what? 2 common, 1 uncommon?
One uncommon, one common.
Yeah.
I have uncommon on me, but not common.
If we have 1 and 1, I'll clash us together a compass. That is it.
I have 33 uncommon on me, but I don't have the common mats.
Does anybody have 1 pen in their pocket? You know what? We're still at this settlement, right?
Yeah, you're still at the hospital.
I have 85 caps. Does anybody have a pen? 1 piece of common
Just
junk.
buy somebody's clipboard. Or the ever-present coffee cup.
But how much do materials like cost if I wanted to just buy a piece of common junk? I'll borrow I wanted to call you Mash, and I do not think it's Mash. No, it's Mass. I was close.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'll take a piece of uncommon here from Mass.
I'll give you 1 piece.
Perfect. And yeah, how much would 1 piece of common material cost me?
Would cost you 1 cap.
You know what? Easy enough. Cap for a pen.
Hey. Alright, perfect. And now you can give me intelligence and repair. Actually, or science.
Oh, I'm gonna do science. I'm gonna put on my lab coat while I do my mad sciencey stuff.
Okay.
What does my lab coat do for me again?
Lets you re-roll, once per scene re-roll an intelligence-based check.
Oh, perfect. You know what? I'm gonna wear the lab coat is also now my... If I find a pith helmet, this is my entire exploration set. Science intelligence. Yikes. How about I would like to use my lab coat ability, and I'd like to re-roll that. Is it 1 die or 1 re-roll?
1 die.
I'm gonna re-roll that 19. We're gonna... So what do I do? I click the 17 or the 19 when I click re-roll?
Click the one that you want to roll.
Okay, I will re-roll that 19. It's a success.
All right. So yeah, I mean, for those of you that are not scientific at all, like Smith's basically takes like this piece of cork off of Mass, goes into the hospital for a second, tosses somebody a cap to get a pen.
I probably start screaming, "Where's a pen?" in that hospital too.
Right. Scare the crap out of a bunch of people that are waiting for their treatment. I mean, you're in a hospital, you start yelling for a pen, they're like, "Oh my god, emergency tracheotomy."
It's like when you let somebody borrow a pen and you spend the rest of the day walking around, "Who has my pen?"
Aiden is sadly not old enough to remember the "Where's my pen" reference from Kids in the Hall.
Nope.
But yeah, so you get a pen, you kind of like pull the spring off, straighten it out, you know, find a way to magnetize it slightly, get some dirty water in a little like styrofoam cup, and you get yourself a compass.
Woo! I'm gonna add that to my piece of gear. And then yes, with our newfound compass, and the map, then that should hopefully make it better for us to actually traverse this awful place.
Yeah, so you managed to get the map kind of situated so that you know which way is which way is north. You realize that like from here you need to go pretty much due west and set off in that direction. Is anybody keeping watch while you travel?
Yeah, good perception and what was it?
Perception, survival.
I've got a 10.
I have a excuse me. I have a 9. Like if I add mine
Perception and
together.
survival?
I'm at
Perception,
10 too.
perception, survival.
11. I have 11 and it's tagged.
Go right ahead there, Doc. You're keeping watch while the professor's leading us. The smart people
I'm
are
used-
leading the thugs. This is great.
I'm used to watching monitors and like, this is weird. Oh, my dice are not happy. I don't blame them. Only one success.
So as you guys are picking your way through the remnants of the city, back towards. So you guys are headed back towards Orville Junction itself, where Rusty's is, where the trader is.
I think so, yeah.
So yeah, it's a couple of hours of like picking your way through the rubble and the debris, keeping your eyes open. Rebecca, out of the corner of your eye, you see somebody like that looked like they were about to step out onto the street near you, but then pull back into the shadows of the alleyway. You do have AP if you would like to obtain information based on your roll.
Is it 1 for 1?
1 AP per question.
Okay. What did they look like?
Good. Young man, probably in his like early 30s, short blonde hair, like black rimmed glasses, just wearing what looked to be a lab coat.
Nice.
Okay.
Just a sec, guys.
Rebecca's going to start walking toward him.
Hey there. Do you need some medical attention?
This voice kind of comes out, and Rebecca, as you get closer, you see a little bit of a glow, like he's got a like basically an energy weapon in his hand, kind of powered up, but not aimed at you. You can just see the glow of it in the darkness of the alleyway. It's like, you're a ghoul.
Yeah.
Oh, your mic cut.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't hear you. Oh. Anita's laptop apparently went black.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not good.
overheating, usually.
Oh, maybe.
It'll be
Well, my laptop's taking a break, so apparently I am.
okay.
I will just.
So Rebecca is making her way towards you, and as he asks you about like whether or not you're a ghoul, and you like, say yes, he's like, "Who'd you fight for in the war?" Doctor. Who do you work for now?
Nobody. I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think my mic's picking up at all.
I heard her.
Oh, perfect.
Arkham will respond. She works with us. And I move to approach and, you know, hands off the gun, but
All right. You're not NCR?
no, private company.
All right. Okay. Perfect. And he'll step out. And yeah, you guys see he's basically wearing a lab coat. The lab coat looks like it has a certain thickness to it. Got a plasma gun in his hand.
Okay.
Very nice. You're out here all alone, hey?
Well, alone currently, yeah.
What would drive a person like you to head out here into such a dangerous territory by themselves?
Oh, looking for natural sources of medicine. Things that might be able to help out folks in need. I mean, Stimpaks and Radaway and Radex and all of that stuff, that's great, but we all know that's old world tech is a finite supply. There's nobody around making Stimpaks anymore.
Wait a minute, isn't that one of the skills of a chemist stuff that Anita does? She can potentially make Stimpaks.
Yes, Stimpaks can be made, but it's a matter of finding somebody who's making Stimpaks instead of, chems.
Yeah. Well, there's a hospital not too far off. Who are you with?
Oh, right now I'm camped out with the followers of the apocalypse down by Folsom.
Followers of the apocalypse. Have we heard of these guys before, Chris?
You can make intelligence and survival.
I will opt for somebody else doing that because I'm just going to keep playing the idiot. Well, go sit beside Chris then, Anita. At least we could hear you better. Just don't look at his screen.
Yeah, you can pull up a chair.
What do we need done, you said, for making...
Intelligence and...
Intelligence and survival.
What are we doing?
Seeing if you have heard of the followers of the apocalypse.
Oh, God. I don't think I want to have heard of them, but... that nudged it off a 7 to a 15. Alrighty then.
Yeah, because that's how digital dice work.
Yeah. So no successes. I haven't heard of them. Oh. Who are they?
Oddly enough, Rebecca has heard of them.
Oh dear.
I don't know if Anita can hear me or not. Oh, nope. She's in the bathroom. But Rebecca can tell you that the followers of the apocalypse are oddly enough, a humanitarian organization. Specifically providing medical services to all in need and furthering research in non-military areas. So yeah,
they're doing research.
Yeah, they're like a humanitarian group that provides medical stuff to people in need.
That sounds pretty okay. How come they have such a threatening and ominous name?
Right? Okay, well, that sounds pretty positive. Yeah, there's a hospital nearby. There's some sewers cleared out. Don't open fire on the children of Adam down there. They're friendly.
Oh, I would never.
Watch out, there's a nearby Super Duper Mart filled with raiders. We will be heading back there in a couple of days. If you want to apply your humanitarian efforts and that plasma pistol to help us clear out a dangerous threat, you're more than welcome to meet up with us again, or not.
No, that sort of thing. That's more my father's sort of thing. I'm not a fighter. I mean, it's self-defense, obviously, but I prefer not to engage in violence.
And then watch out for the albino Deathclaw in the area. Watch out for the Brotherhood of Steel. They're in the area.
Oh, okay.
Don't shoot my mole rat friends. Please.
Okay, so no shooting mole rats. Watch out for Deathclaw. Watch out for Brotherhood, of course. You haven't seen any signs of like the NCR around, have you?
I don't believe we have at all. Oh, and there's Legion west of town.
Yeah, I've dealt with the Legion from time to time. Not the
Oh,
one,
cool. Maybe you can mark our map for us since you've dealt with them.
that would probably betray doctor-client confidentiality.
Oh no, we're marking an area to stay away from.
Oh. Well, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, he'll mark on your map where the NCR or the Legion camp he's aware of is.
Thank you. I don't believe we've come across anything that would be helpful for this guy in any of our travels so far.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
What does Anita have to say about it?
Oh, she's AFK right now. But he's like, oh, well, thank you. I mean, we can always like roll back some of the conversation once she gets here. Do like a flashback. She's like, oh, remember when? So, thank you very much. That's really, really helpful, actually. Knowing that there's a hospital nearby. I mean, I don't plan to be around here for very long, but I'm sure they can probably find a bed or something for me to crash on in exchange for some services. Any of you need any medical stuff? You look okay.
We're all pretty good, but if you're looking at maybe staying in the area a bit longer, doing a bit more serious research in the area for those potential medicals, there's a new settlement starting up. And they could use a doc like you.
Well, I've got people that are expecting me back home, but maybe the next time I'm through the area.
Well, that's the least I can do is invite him to the settlement.
Yep.
Do you perchance do some trading?
From time to time, usually if I need something, I'll trade for it. But I'm afraid right now I don't have much in the way of extra material.
That's fair. Would you be able to mark on our map where your guys' places. You said you don't have any material with you out here, but from time to time you guys do trading. We tend to travel, and we're traders as well.
He's like,
What?
yeah,
And more.
yeah,
And more?
yeah. Give me a sec here, and he'll kind of mark his map. Everybody can give me a perception and survival.
Perception and survival, you said?
Anita's making all the dice rolls when she's not here.
I'm literally blind.
I gave myself a paper cut while I was handling the map.
All right. So, Rebecca and actually Arkham will notice Rebecca actually generates some action points in the process. The area that he marks on the map does not match up with where he said he was from.
All right. Well, potential trap. And where's this Folsom place?
It's like, oh, it's right there on the map. Should have no problem at all finding it.
Okay. Well, Doc, thanks for your help.
No worries. No, thank you. It was a pleasure. And he continues on his way.
I don't know. Anybody else feel suspicious about that?
I mean, a little bit. But it's not really... I'm not going to press him for it.
Yeah. Just more adventure.
And as he makes his way, you do notice that he is not walking like openly in the streets. He's keeping to like the alleyways and areas of cover and that sort of thing. Like he's even though he's here by himself, he's taking precautions. He's not just like walking blindly down the middle of the street.
Which is very reassuring. If he is just an innocent doctor walking around looking for supplies. Don't these apocalypse guys usually send guards with their doctors?
But the rest of your journey back to Orville Station is uneventful. Quiet, even.
Excellent.
You guys got there. It's probably late afternoon by the time you arrive. And yeah, it's I mean, Orville Station is like a one Brahmin town sort of thing. Especially now that like salvageable isn't really going on, so like all of the teams haven't moved in, so it's a lot quieter than it has been in the past. The main trading place here is Rusty's Relics and Provisions, which is currently open for another hour or so.
You guys want to stop and get provisions first?
Probably a good idea.
Okay. Well, as a group, we'll head over there. I know we've had the request for more ammo for my gun. We even asked the guy to see if he couldn't bring more in for us.
Yep.
More explosives to throw grenades, Molotovs, things like that.
Hmm.
Did we need, I can't remember what else we asked for. So I know we kept draining his inventory. Okay. Hi, Anita.
Hey.
All right. So very quickly to kind of bring Anita up to speed. So the guy Rebecca, you recognized when he said the followers of the apocalypse. The followers of the apocalypse are a humanitarian organization. They basically provide medical and occasionally agricultural information to people in need.
Oh, cool.
He said he was from Folsom, which is further south in California, probably about 3 days walk. But when asked to mark where on the map that was, the place that he marked is not Folsom. Like you have
That
to,
feels.
and everybody's like, that feels a little suspicious.
It fills me with a certain sense of blues.
Hmm.
In my understanding is that in real life, Folsom actually built a bridge because of the song, or a bridge that is reminiscent of the song. Because yes, it is that Folsom.
Yay.
Which I would play if it wasn't a copyright thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have the prison blues.
Yeah.
And
But
that's where these guys were from, right?
that's where he said he's from. He's with the followers of the apocalypse down in Folsom.
And then marked a separate location. Okay.
Yeah. Like close to Folsom when you look at the map, but not necessarily Folsom, more towards Sacramento. But Rebecca, since you kind of picked up on this information, there is action points if you have any specific questions about either the followers of the apocalypse or anything else.
And he said he was looking for.
Basically, he's of the
He's looking
impression.
for.
Yeah, he's looking for like natural medicines or things that could be used for natural medicines, realizing that man-made medicines are a finite supply and sometimes hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
He's a researcher. The followers of the apocalypse also specifically research non-military technology.
Sounds like my kind of people. Did he give? Did anyone mention that we know how to make these things?
No, nobody mentioned.
Okay. And do we have access to a chem bench currently?
No, your intent was to take the one that the Raiders are using for their chem lab at the Super Duper Mart.
Okay.
Yeah. That's on our to-do list next. We made it back to Orville right now.
So you know that people can make stim packs, right?
They can, but people rarely bother making things that are entirely altruistic.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
And then when they do, your average settler can't afford the prices.
Am I like the only one who just hands out medical attention for free?
Absolutely not. That's what we do.
That's a relief. You sound like my kind of people.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're always interested in like minds. If you ever find your way down south, look us up. Tell them.
I mean, if you've got.
Tell them Ganon sent you.
Okay. Yeah, I usually have to worry more about people freaking out when they see me. I'm
trying to think. Would Rebecca know the ingredients for stim packs?
Yeah, it's a common
Like, I don't know
enough
if it's because I've got chemist.
Yep.
So that's why I was wondering, like, if there was a certain level of it I needed or something.
Nope, it's a common
Okay.
recipe. Just need a chem bench.
We did invite him to come and join our village, though. Told him
Oh, good.
about the new settlement, okay, Doc?
Yeah,
Perfect.
that sounds fine.
Because if we can get another doc at the settlement, it'll give him an area to launch his research from. You know, maybe pairing with you and the professor here. Your research could lend some new healing to the wasteland.
Well, I mean, once we've got the chem bench away from the raiders, I'll be able to make stim packs once we have the ingredients.
Which is what I'm trying to look up, but I'm
Anxious
about trying to open the book on my laptop. I don't want it to go dark again.
Stim pack is 2 antiseptic, 1 blood pack, and 1 common materials.
Yeah, we need antiseptic and blood packs are the big ingredients that we need for stim packs.
Yeah, and antiseptic is a rare ingredient.
Yeah.
We'll start checking every clinic and vet clinic we go by there, Doc.
Yeah, I'd
Make
appreciate
it a
it.
priority.
Now that I've got a chem bench that's within sniffing distance.
Don't worry, it'll get installed as soon as we're done clearing that place out.
Yeah, so we do have a location that we're kind of making into a safe haven of sorts. I don't know how far afield you guys usually wander.
She'll say, looking at the. What did you say his name was again?
Gannon.
Gannon?
Gannon.
I don't know if you're sleeping rough while you're out here or how long you're planning to be around.
Not long.
That's a good plan, really. There's Brotherhood of Steel in the area. Just, I don't know what your relationship is to them, but most people are kind of leery. And there's an albino Deathclaw.
And we told him not to shoot the mole rats and warned him about the raiders.
Good.
I think we covered just about everything. The one question I did have for you, though, Doc, was if you remembered any places where we saw things that could be potentially used for healing, like more natural things, rather than all of the hard chems and resources we've been gathering.
I mean, we haven't seen anything that's really growing around here. You're not as likely to find anything aside from fungus. Like glowing fungus and brain fungus, they're kind of useful. But I can't think of anything I've seen around that would be helpful.
Yeah, you haven't seen anything really. I mean, some fruits and vegetables heal a little bit, sort of thing, but nothing on par with modern medicine.
Yeah. Quote unquote modern medicine.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, we're playing Fallout, not Skyrim.
Yeah. But yeah, and then like once you've talked to him, like we're just doing a little flashback to bring you up to speed. But once you're done, he makes his way, but everybody noticed that he sticks to the shadows, he sticks to the alleys, he does not walk down the middle of the street. He's keeping his eyes open, like he's watching and being careful.
And then from
Yeah.
there, as we watched him go, we all discussed how suspicious that dude was, and not looking, and walked away back to Orville.
You got back to Orville probably around like 3 in the afternoon. So Rusty's is still open. The town itself is fairly quiet, although it seems like it's a little bit too quiet.
Too quiet. I don't like that.
You know, if I was going to spring a trap, I'd do it right about now.
Let's just kind of keep going and hope that we don't get shot.
Right. And as you guys make your way through town, you do see a couple people come out of like the local tavern, kind of next door. It's technically part of Rusty's, but it's not really run by Rusty. It's run by Addison, the mayor. But what draws your attention almost immediately is the fact that those people are wearing uniforms.
Oh shit.
And basically kind of like a black and tan uniform, and there's like an orange patch on their shoulder that says "First Recon, the last thing you never see."
So which group are they with?
That is the NCR,
Fuck.
specifically NCR Rangers.
Well, we don't have a problem with them, so I don't know why you're saying fuck. I mean, we even have NCR money in our back pocket.
I'm just not keen on most of the more organized groups. They tend to bring trouble with them.
Well, seems they might be disturbing the peace around here. You know, stressing the populace. Let's take it easy and maybe see what they want.
Yeah, I'll let you do the talking just in case. We'll just make it very clear and obvious that I am not threatening at all.
So I will put on my lab coat and my formal hat.
Okay. So the folks stumble out of the tavern. Game pauses. Rebecca changes into her clothes.
Yeah.
For those of you who are skilled in firearms, they've got 10mm pistols, and they've got what look like modified hunting rifles. Basically modified with a scope on it. Definitely something that could be used for sniping. But they don't pay any attention to you guys. You do notice the few other people from Orville Junction that you see are, kind of like doing their best to not draw attention to themselves, sort of thing. Like there's kind of that fear of like, let's just everybody be on their best behavior, and these folks will be moving along any day now.
What did they say? Sorry.
It's just people are doing their best to not draw attention to themselves. The NCR guys don't pay any attention at all to you.
Oh, okay.
So you guys are going to Rusty's?
Yeah, if they don't even look at us, we just head over to Rusty's. I am 10 out of 10 certain they're hunting down that dock we just saw.
As a matter of
that's
fact,
possible.
when you walk into Rusty's, there is like a wanted poster kind of nailed to the wall.
Hmm.
What's the bounty worth?
750 NCR dollars.
Jeez.
Um, how long has it been since we've seen him?
A couple hours.
Yeah, this could be a good hunting trip. That's a good payday.
Rebecca will scowl.
Hey,
She'll turn to who is around.
In the store.
Yeah.
Well, Rusty's here because he works here and owns it. He's like this
Okay.
old grizzled guy, like one eye patch.
Yeah, Rebecca will turn to him.
so, what did that guy do? I don't
Well,
remember that being here when we were here last.
no, and trust me, that ain't going to be up here as soon as they clear out.
What'd they say he did?
Goddamn NCR jackboots. Fucking thugs with uniforms. Oh, sedition. Attempt to overthrow the government.
I suppose they consider themselves the government.
Well, the NCR is the government.
Well,
They got their own military, they got their own vertibirds, they got their own money. They got a president. They are the government for this area.
sure.
I mean, the Legion probably would take offense at that, but the NCR is what passes for law and order.
Yeah, don't tell the Brotherhood.
Oh, the NCR would shoot all like the Brotherhood. Brotherhood wouldn't stand a chance. The Brotherhood here is outnumbered probably 100 to 1, maybe 1,000 to 1.
Oof.
The NCR is a
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
There's a reason everybody's minding their P's and Q's here.
So he tried to overthrow them.
Oh, and he kind of like looks around. He like walks up, like locks the door, kind of turns the sign. What a shame I got to close early today. Like, you've been around, you two. He kind of motions to the ghouls.
Hmm?
You guys have been around for a bit.
Yeah.
Are you guys like?
Just a little while.
Are you guys from California?
No.
I'm not.
Okay, so you guys wouldn't have heard the stories then.
Not unless
what?
you've heard them and you can tell us now.
All right, so you don't know about Third Recon.
Nope.
Okay. So what I'm going to tell you here is just rumor. All right, don't go telling tales. But back around 40-ish years ago, there was a big dust-up between the Enclave and the NCR.
Okay.
Have you guys heard of Navarro?
Hmm.
For Navarro, you guys can make a intelligence. Actually, I would allow intelligence and any weapon skill, or intelligence and survival.
Survival it is.
Or a weapons skill, like energy weapons?
Yeah, like intelligence energy weapons, intelligence small guns.
Is this a company? Navarro?
No.
I got 2 successes.
All right.
I got none.
Arkham seemed clueless like usual.
But I am wearing my lab coat, so I would like to re-roll one of those, since it was intelligence based. Ooh, 2 successes.
All right. So you guys do have some AP in the pool if you have additional questions, aside from the fact that you are. Oh, I forgot. So you have one kind of floating that can't go into the pool because your pool is maxed. But Rebecca and Smith, so you're like, wait, Navarro, and you've heard of it, like back around 40 years ago. Navarro was a major enclave military base.
Oh.
It was like an old oil refinery,
Mm.
and it was the stage of the last major engagement in the war between the NCR and the Enclave. All of the Enclave members at Navarro were killed. And that basically marked the end of that war and the rise to dominance of the NCR.
Okay.
All right. So, not everybody was at Navarro when Navarro got hit. There was a group out on recon who defied orders to return. They'd had enough of the Enclave's bullshit. And when the call came, all hands on deck, they didn't go. Rumors are they went to ground, being hunted by the NCR. Stashed their equipment, stashed their power armor, stashed their vertibird, secured it in a Enclave bunker, and went their separate ways. That guy is the son of the leader of that unit.
Ooh.
And if the NCR is after him, I don't think they want him dead.
I mean, that is an awful lot of credit to be offering.
Well, and especially for an enemy of the NCR like that.
Unless he knows where his dad's bunker is.
Mm.
I mean, the thing to understand about the Enclave, right? The Enclave was technologically superior to anything. Better than the Brotherhood, better than the NCR. Stuff we can't even dream of nowadays. So, their gear, sitting on mothballs for 40 years, you can see why the NCR would want it. He must have done something stupid, popped his head up on their radar. Now they're hunting for him.
Give each other sideways glances.
I mean, seemed like a nice guy when he was here. But, well, I hope if he comes back this way, it's after these jackasses are gone.
Here's hoping.
But, I think I've got it in me to open for business for a little bit longer. Unless you have any in particular things you're looking for, questions that you may have.
We still have one AP over right now.
You do.
What was that guy looking for in particular while he was here?
Oh, he was just looking for if we might have any medical supplies that he could take with him. It's one of those followers of the apocalypse types, so they're always out there tending to the wounds of the many.
Okay. Over to.
I guess for questions to ask to They said it's been sitting on mothballs already for 40 years, but do we have maybe... Are there any ideas, rumors of what is actually in there? Is it...
That is,
Or maybe I missed it? Medicine?
That is an excellent question. If it was an if it was an Enclave Assault Squad, and they put their power armor and their vertibird on mothballs, there will be a vertibird and probably half a dozen suits of power armor.
There's gonna be... What, fusion? Fusion cells power everything, right?
Fusion cores.
That one. It's probably gonna
We
be...
have a couple.
Yeah, there's gonna be more in there. If they have power armor, if they have
Man.
birds, if they have computers, they're gonna need batteries for everything. And wait, to catch like 8 and up, are they asking us to go? What's happening? Are they asking us to go there and get the stuff, or would...
No,
Neither.
they're dropping a hint that there's this huge cache of really awesome gear somewhere as a quest dangler bait type situation.
I like
It's not
quests.
actually a quest. Nobody's paying us to do it. It's just a rumor type thing, right? Based on old information that's 40 years out of date. So we could potentially go and hunt that before we go and fuck up those raiders. But those raiders are a bigger pressing matter versus the hospital, right?
The Raiders aren't 40 years old. Well, okay, the Raiders could be 40 years old, but they themselves...
Some of them might be, but probably not.
But you imagine all of us tromping into that in power armor? Oh,
I got distracted picturing just a bunch of geriatric raiders still in their 60s wanting to take everybody's stuff. It's
Locked up on who knows what.
It's not damn kids get out my lawn, it's damn kids get out your settlement. It's mine now.
Be like an entire raider gang played by like Kurt Russell and like Sam Elliott.
You know what? That'd be a kind of cool movie. Let's get a bunch of
That's a terrible idea.
Let's get a bunch of old action movie stars. Put a movie where they're like, oh, we've got nothing to lose, and call it like Retirement Day or something. Bam.
Or the Expendables, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, they already did that.
whoops.
4 of them, actually.
Well, 3. The Expendables 4 is like Highlander 2.
It doesn't
Fruit.
exist.
My gosh, fruit. And then there's Red, the Red series, which is another amazing series to watch.
This really is a tried and true trope. Like, what's gonna happen to me when I hit 60 and 70?
Oh man, I'm a sports guy. I plan on still being in shape and kicking people's ass when I'm 70.
There you go. All right, but what are you guys looking for at Rusty's?
We needed ammo.
Ammo, a mini nuke. We wanted to deal with raiders, apparently.
Ammo for my big hand cannon. Was it 3 Molotov cocktails for Massachusetts? 2 grenades for me. A mini nuke so that whoever had big guns could fire the big guns. I believe that Massachusetts.
A mini nuke he does not have. Actually, he might have. Somebody can roll a number of challenge dice equal to their luck.
Not it.
I got 5.
Can I just spend
Not
a
if you
luck?
want to succeed.
No, you can't spend a luck. You can spend a luck when you're looting to see if there is something, but this is...
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, he does not have a mini nuke.
Dang.
But he does have a couple of grenades and Molotovs. He's managed to scrounge up 15 44 Magnum rounds.
Oh, heck yeah. I'll buy the whole lot.
Okay, that'll be 45 caps for that.
Anita, are you still managing the loot list?
I can, as long as my laptop stays on. So that was, how much was he charging?
So it's 45 caps for the guns, or for the ammo.
How much?
What was the ammo types again?
44.
I'll be putting those right on my sheet. You
Okay.
said 45 caps.
He does have 2 frag grenades if you want those.
Yep.
He's got 3 Molotovs.
How
Yeah,
much
I'll
are
take
the
those.
I assume those 5 items are just going to be going onto Mass's character sheet.
No, I'm going to take the 2 frags
Yeah.
because I do have explosives. I did put points into it over the last couple of games and such and built myself up just a little bit. Be more helpful. How much are the frags?
I've got a running total of how many caps, because you can make the bargaining roll at the end.
Okay.
Oh, excellent.
Just so I've got a running total of the number of caps. You guys just need to write down what you're
Yep.
buying.
Now you guys wanted to look for a rifle or something. You said something that was longer range. Since we can't rely on the Fat Man, does he have like a missile launcher and a couple of missiles available?
No, not with that roll. No.
What does he have in his inventory?
Let's see. You got 2 effects on your roll. You're looking for like what he might have for weapons.
Yeah, for heavy weapons specifically, because we can outfit Massachusetts with a heavy weapon. Like even a minigun, a busted ass minigun would be better than.
Oh, he's got a spare 44 pistol kicking around. Got a combat shotgun. He's got a laser gun.
Hey, Professor, you might want to consider trading up that laser pistol for this laser rifle here.
Oh, he does in fact have a minigun.
Okay, how much is the minigun?
382 caps.
That expensive.
We've only got 620.
Do we even have enough 10
We can totally
millimeter
afford
rounds
it.
to fire a Gatling gun?
I mean, I think the intimidation factor alone, provided by Massachusetts, that I point to the near super mutant Massachusetts. You know, he's not quite green, but paint him green and he'd look like a super mutant. Give him a minigun, and we'd make a couple intimidation checks and maybe scare some of the weaker folk off.
And then he fires it, and they hear it go click.
Oh, we'd have to buy ammo too.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I'm pretty sure we got a whole bunch in the in our ammo stash.
I'm just questioning if we had enough. But also, how much does this laser rifle cost, too?
Well, it's a laser gun, not a laser rifle.
Oh, I've got an excited booster laser gun that does 5 damage already.
Sorry, my mistake. I thought you had a pistol. I didn't realize the gun was just a pistol.
And the thing to remember too with the minigun is the ammunition. It chews through ammunition like you wouldn't believe at 3 caps per bullet.
Mm-hmm. What kind does it fire? 10 mil?
5 millimeter.
Oh.
Yeah.
So to get
Unless I was hoping for a missile launcher or something. Well, you might just have to beat that guy on the roof to death and take his missile launcher, Massachusetts.
Maybe if you can find a way to launch me on the roof.
Anybody know how to build a trebuchet? You'll survive the landing.
That's a terrible plan. That
I'm not
sounds horrible.
thinking. I'll put
If I
pillows on.
remember, there was literally no way to get up onto the roof other than from inside the building.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Correct. It is definitely like fortified against that sort of thing.
They put up ramps. They put up hard walls over all the windows, secured all of the doors from the inside, and have patrols moving around constantly.
Yeah.
And one guy up on the roof,
Yep.
ready to blow people. Ugh.
Yeah, and that guy was swapped out on the shift change as well. Although he doesn't have a laser rifle, he does have a stock that could be added to a laser pistol.
How much for the stock?
Okay. The stock would be only 10.
Adding that. Well, because doesn't changing it from the laser pistol to the rifle add more accuracy?
No, it removes inaccurate if it had inaccurate.
Okay.
In order to add accuracy, you either need like a much better stock or a scope.
Well, we should get it anyway. It's only 10 credits. You guys, how's the ammo for all your guys' guns?
I have 68 fusion cells. I have 100.38. I have a bunch of Syringer ammo still.
And 4 alien blaster rounds.
Oh yeah. I even forgot I had an alien blaster. It's somewhere in here.
Yeah, you need to make sure that's on your character sheet because I'm deleting it off mine now.
Oh.
Arkham doesn't know how to use it. He looked at it weird, shook it, and thought it was a toy, and then gave it to you. Then you vaporized a bad guy, and it was like, oh, that is a weapon. Holy crap. You know, because energy weapons versus a pistol guy. So yeah.
How much damage does it do?
5. And it's reliable.
Oh. Then type energy.
Oh, and as a note, if you guys want to buy common or uncommon materials to build things, you certainly can from him. Uncommon are 3 caps each, and common is 1 cap.
But aren't we close to Janice with all the mats now?
Janice has on whatever is on the sheet. I know a bunch was used for making bullets at one point. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because I would use some of the mats to craft some armor mods.
Okay. Yeah, you guys do have easy access to an armor bench now, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rebecca didn't have, or Janice didn't have anything in particular. Anything that was there. I don't know if you guys can open Janice's sheet or not. She has some flamer fuel, a psycho, a dirty water, 2 diluted Rad-X flashlight that I'm carrying now. Holotape and dog tags, robot repair kit, and 5 bobby pins.
Hey, boss man, you got any syringer shots?
Syringer? Let me see. Kind of goes and takes a look around. As I look at the rarity for syringer ammo.
Don't worry, Professor. I got your back. Seeing what we can get here. Get you some more of that cool shit to fuck up those raiders even more.
the stuff that I said I already have.
Yeah, because I gave you all of the syringer ammo that I
Mhm.
had,
I
with the
have
exception of that one psycho.
1 Endangerall, 1 Mind Cloud, 5 Berserk, 3 Bloatfly Larva, 2 Lockjoint, and like 8 doses of Yellow Belly.
You should
got
also
Oh,
have
God.
1 packs. Unless you've used the 1 packs already.
Well,
think
let's
I
just
used
see what
that at
he's
one
got. He
point.
might have something different than you don't have.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's see, what does he have?
That's literally it.
He's got some packs.
I don't remember what that one does.
He's got some lock joint. And he's got some Endangerall. He's got 2 of each.
Mm.
I might take Lockjoint and Endangerall. How much are they?
The Endangerall is 60. The lock joint is 40.
For both of them?
Or in total?
Each. Packs, if you roll 1 or more effects, the target cannot take hostile or aggressive action for a number of rounds equal to the number of effects rolled.
That is going to be useful. Well, why don't we get 2 of those?
Mm.
We'll just put off the lock joint for now, because you already have a handful there, Professor.
I have 2. Yeah.
Because you said the PAX was only 40 and the lock joint was 60, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 packs, so that's 80. All right, down 2 packs.
Costs 160 caps for 2 of them then, or?
No, the packs is like 40 each.
Oh. Okay. How many caps do I have on me? Did I say? Where did I put them?
Well, once you guys are all done, all your shopping, we'll do the bargaining roll, and you guys can get the whatever the price is.
I have 84 caps.
Yeah. Are you guys buying the minigun?
No, that's a lot of money, and that's gonna eat the whole group's fucking funds. So it's better to buy a whole bunch of little explosives. And stuff. So yeah, we bought up the grenades and Molotovs.
Yeah, grenades, Molotovs, ammo for the ammo for the 44. Is there anything?
Laser stock packs, syringer ammo.
Yeah.
Does he have any? Doc, do you need any ammo for any of your guns? Any other healing kit? Anything that I can fucking help get you better prepared to not die?
Unless he has either stim packs, blood packs, or antiseptic.
Roll, Rebecca, why don't you make a roll a number of combat dice equal to your luck?
Because I've got 4 luck and it'll suck.
Quiet. Just do it. Medical stuff. I've been asking for all the ammo and explosives. You can ask for the medical stuff.
1, 2, 3, 46, as you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
He actually does have. He doesn't have any antiseptic, but he does have a couple of blood packs. He's like, these have been sitting here. I don't know how good they are.
Oh, trust me, I can make magic. If I can find some antiseptic. That's it for me. I mean, I've got
And she'll kind of scramble around in her bag.
11 shotgun shells and few handfuls of 38 rounds, but I've only got the double-barreled shotgun now, and I'm not very good with it. So,
Well, let's get her. How many shotgun rounds do you got available?
11. Oh, yeah, I've only got 11. Honestly, you're wasting your caps.
It's not a waste
I-
of caps to make sure everyone is fully equipped before we go on a suicide mission, Doc.
I hit people if they press their chest against the end of the gun.
I've seen you take
even
down
then-
people. Don't give me that nonsense.
Oh, it's not my favorite thing to do.
I know,
it's
but
not
these are
just
bad
the lack
people
of aiming.
targeting a hospital.
It's not just the lack of aiming that's the problem. It's the unwillingness to shoot people.
He does have 10 shotgun shells.
How much would it be for them?
That'd be 30.
Oh yeah, we'll put those down too.
Okay. And he's got some 308 rounds that Boise would probably be interested in, so
Those how many?
8. All right, so yeah, you guys basically load up on a bunch of ammo and explosions, and Rusty kind of like raises his eyebrow at the quantity of ammunition and explosives you guys are buying.
We're taking out some raiders.
Taking out raiders, you say?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're gonna try. That's probably more accurate. Yeah.
Get real loud in the city for a couple of hours, and then real quiet afterwards.
Raiders are nothing but a scorn on society.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I keep telling Doc, but she just won't listen.
I mean,
They're not human anymore, Doc.
They've
Stop
got
trying to heal them. The only
if you
healing they need is a lead bullet to the head.
They've got the human bits.
can get them off the chems and get them through the withdrawal, they're twitchy, but okay.
The chance for a rehabilitation is there, potentially.
There's a chance of it. I mean, you've also pretty much got to keep them tied down and the rest of their gang away from them while that happens, but I've seen stranger things. For sure.
It was a lot less work for everyone in the community to just clear out raider holes. I mean, it's kind of what we get paid for.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't pay you exactly, but tell you what, you take this and you blow those assholes to hell. And he slides a grenade across the counter to you, like free of charge.
Dear.
Ooh. Is it another frag or?
It is a plasma grenade.
Oh shit. That's nasty. I've treated plasma burns. They are not pleasant.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to raiders, let's just say that there used to be a Mrs. Rusty.
I'm sorry.
We completely understand.
So if folks are out there, making the wasteland safer for others, I'll do my little bit to help. But the rest of the shit's gonna cost you. That one's free.
That one's the sentimental grenade.
That's right. My family heirloom grenade.
Is there nothing else you guys can think of out of character? Do we need more food?
Oh, let me take a look.
Because we have a bunch of raw food and don't have a stove to cook it on. Hey, Rusty, can we use the kitchen for a bit?
Oh, yeah, I can let you use the 20 caps. I'll let you use the kitchen.
We've got like a bunch of meat that needs to be cooked.
I can smell it.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's only so much the dock can do to keep it from starting to spoil without us grilling it.
Mhm.
Yeah, 20 caps. I can let you use the stove tonight.
Deal. I'm gonna haggle now because nobody else can think of anything
Alrighty.
and try it. So this is a charisma barter.
Charisma and bartering.
I am gonna spend an AP just to give myself an extra dice for more chance of awesomeness. And the difficulty is reduced by 1 because of the vendor
Yep.
trait.
I just gotta look up Rusty stats here. 'Cause I do not have a character sheet for Rusty.
I hope somebody was writing down what we're picking up.
I just posted it in the chat there.
Oh, there.
Everybody got something.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, Doc, you got 2 blood packs and 10 shotgun shells. Professor got the laser stock and 2 packs syringe ammos. Massachusetts got 3 Molotovs. I got a bunch of bullets for my gun and 2 frags. Oh, we have that plasma too. That's so awesome.
So he kind of hums and haws for a bit as you kind of make your offer. He kind of like moves a couple bullets off, and puts a couple of bullets back. He kind of looks at you and says, like, best I can do is 475 caps.
$475 caps. That's actually a pretty good deal
Yeah,
for
and that,
all of the stuff we're buying.
yeah, and that is including the rental of the kitchen as well.
Awesome. And then I'm going to strike a future deal with them if we bring fresh meat from our explorations. We'll split some of it with them for future use of the kitchen.
As long as it's not iguana bits.
No, we've only got one of those.
Yeah. Are you sure? Is it iguana or is it iguana?
You're not the first one I've heard that from. It's actually lizard. It's not long pig.
Okay.
Is there a growing trend of counterfeit meat, we're gonna call it?
When was the last time you saw an iguana?
You want a small one or do you want the death claw?
It's a thing in Fallout that there's squirrel bits and iguana. There are no squirrels or iguanas.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's cannibalism joke.
You know what?
You just don't ask.
I guess
yeah.
when I played the Fallout games, you're right. I've never thought about that.
Nope.
Yep. All right. So you guys like hand over your caps, sweep all your stuff off. If somebody wants to post that into the chat and then it can get added and divvied up, you guys can divvy up the 475 caps however you see fit.
I've only got 80 something.
Well, we've got 620 in the group. We also have some NCR dollars. We don't have any of the Brotherhood script with us. That's all hidden away.
I won't take the NCR stuff.
Oh no, he'll take the NCR stuff because NCR folks are here and NCR money spends just fine with them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was wondering. Just to use it.
Use that then.
NCR money though is worth 10% less than it actually is. So if you have like 400 NCR dollars, it's like 360 caps.
Oh, it's just Canadian Tire money.
Yeah. That being said, if you go someplace that is like more heavily NCR than it is at par.
So we can just take it out of the group cash once someone tells me how much I'm taking out.
470 caps. Just take it out of the group deal.
I guess we
Okay.
could
Are
do
we
that.
using any of the NCR money?
Oh.
How much do we have?
135.
10% less, so 132-ish.
Yeah, and like right now, like if you want, you can convert the NCR money into caps here with Rusty.
So it'd be
Yeah.
121 and a half caps.
121.
Rusty rounds down, not up.
So let's use the 121 NCR and the rest out of regular caps. Do you take Brotherhood script?
God no.
Okay.
I am not Brotherhood, and if I was caught with Brotherhood script, that's a hanging offense.
Fair
That makes
enough.
sense.
So how much am I taking out of the cap list? I've already got the NCR.
So
So,
365.
354.
316. Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Yep. I have a calculator up here.
Can I get
I
the
was just
final
going
number?
off the top of
Sorry.
my head.
What was it?
354.
Thank you. All right, so we've got 387 left.
But you guys basically feel a little bit more confident about perhaps taking on some raiders. You've got a lead on perhaps mythical cache of high-tech equipment and weaponry, as long as the NCR doesn't get to him first. Failing that, there's a NCR bounty on somebody's head. You have marked on your map now where the Legion is, if you ever want to go and see what they're up to. But I think we'll call it there. XP. You guys did finish off a quest. So everybody's luck points reset.
Yay!
I forgot what actually, it's probably my special stat, isn't it?
It is.
I actually didn't use any luck the last quest at all.
I apparently used 1, so now I've got 6 again.
And everybody gets 170 XP.
Which puts us at level 9. That's like 3, 4, 1 plus what? 175?
170.
170. 3, 6, 111. Or 3, 6, 11.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. So just over level 9.
Woo.
What's the level?
It actually should. I think the sheets auto calculate now.
No. Well, it says it does, but it's not. Maybe I have to bump the
next
number.
level-
Yeah, when you bump your level to 9, it'll tell you how much you need for the next level.
Yeah, because the next level was 3600, and that
And
was to go to 9.
And it automatically does my hit points for me too.
Yeah, it automatically does your hit points for you now too.
And then
Except it's still missing my life giver.
Is it? I thought I added that on.
is each level it is we get a perk, right? I'll go look at the book again.
Yeah, I may have to recode the life giver. Yeah, I'll have to take a look. I'll have to take a look because I thought I had life giver set up. Yep.
So I'm pretty sure before that change happened, I had somewhere around like the 24 mark or something like that. And now I'm down to, well, I'm back up to 19 now.
You need to add your endurance to your HP if you took life giver.
Yeah. So if you're at 19, then life giver with your endurance would put you up to 24.
Yeah.
So I just have to figure out what attribute in the coding Foundry nomenclature I need to use in order to bump that for you. I thought I had it, but apparently not.
Hey, it's okay, man. You're figuring out some pretty specific calculations on a esoteric program that I sat down and my ADHD said nope to trying to figure out.
Yeah. I am not a programmer. But that being said, you guys have successfully, and you guys actually gained reputation with both the Children of Adam and the Mount Sin Hospital folks. Which, if you approach them again for favors in the future, will make things a little bit easier.
Okay.
And that includes like getting access to the hospital and their facilities and all that sort of stuff.
So, do we have anybody that can craft armor mods and stuff like that? I think it's not the blacksmith one; it's the.
I just make ammo and I make gun mods right now, but I can probably pick up armor.
This armor mod is armor. Yeah, it requires armor.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I don't know what Boise has.
You know what?
Strength check for armor, I believe.
Armor, you need like strength 5, int 6.
I'm literally not strong enough. I'm just
That's the
smart
thing.
enough.
I don't have the intelligence to be the armorer.
So why don't you bump up your intelligence by taking intense training and pushing your intelligence from 5 to 6?
Oh, I'm at 4 intelligence, so I would need
Well,
to.
okay.
I'm at 4 strength. I need what, 5 strength? You said
5.
Yeah.
Armor, strength 5, int 6.
So yeah, with an intense training, then Professor, you can take yourself up from strength 4 to strength 5. God, making you stronger than Arkham. I am this sickly, retarded guy that can talk and shoot.
Because I think whatever armor we have, it's the armor that can craft those mods.
And once you start getting higher up into armor, you can start making way, way, way better mods than what any of us have. Like, I got the best that, because I was limited to rank 2? Yeah, rank 2 when I was building. So I went with the highest end rank 2 leather armor I could get away with buying.
All right. So we will we'll see everybody in a couple of weeks, and hopefully, if Boise is here, you guys can deal with some raiders. And if not, then there's plenty of other things out in the wasteland to do.
Cool.
No.
For when you get a chance, would you be able to add the grenades into the items?
I think they are there.
I don't think they are, but if you go on the upper right toolbar for Foundry, one of the ones that's furthest over looks like a little book kind of thing. It's called the Compendium.
Oh, in there.
Yeah.
I don't know why, Chris, but it's the second time that I'm trying to open the gear tab in the items and the Foundry crash on my side. I don't know why. I'm not sure if I'm the only one. If I'm the only one, it's...
Yeah, I think it's just you, which I realize is not helpful at all.
Okay, I'm going to log off because I've only got my battery warning came up already.
All right,
so
perfect.
I'm going to log off and move myself back to my power.
Perfect. All right.
Night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
So for anybody who wants the Compendium thing, you should see one that says Fallout.
It's awesome.
And then anything that's there, you should be able to drag to your sheet. There's a lot of things there that aren't applicable, like diseases and NPC abilities and stuff like that. But a few things there. But I'll keep Foundry up and running for you guys if you guys want to do your character stuff for the next level.
All right. So